Well, let's get more. We can go back live to our senior reporter, Geraint Hughes, who is in Paris for us. And Geraint, we've just been talking about it. More medals for Team GB in the rowing. Helen Glover coming agonisingly close to that third gold medal. The question is, can we expect any more medals?
I think the medal rush from the rowing lake, we got a bit of respite from that. And the reason why I say respite, because it's been great to see them. They had a really tough time in Tokyo at the last Olympic Games, and GB rowing is seen as one of the dominant forces. So to get these medals now, the silver and the 2 bronzes, along with the gold yesterday as well, they'll be pretty happy within the rowing camp. For today, right, we've got to keep an eye on things today because a lot of things are going on and will develop. The golf has begun. The men's golf. Remember, 4-day, 72-hole championship at Golf National, where the Ryder Cup was held, back in 2018. That's where the Olympic golf tournament's taking place. And Matt Fitzpatrick is out along with Tommy Fleetwood there. Some big names there. Rory's out as well. There was Shane Lowry. So there's some really big names out on the course there. Team GB on the whitewater. Keep an eye on Joe Clark later today in his semi-final in the canoe slalom. He is a serious medal shout, gold medal shout as well. He won gold in Rio 8 years ago. He had by his own admission, just dropped off a cliff professionally. Didn't qualify for the last Olympic Games, but he's back now as one of the world's best, the world #1. So he's going to later tonight. Keep an eye on that. And then where I'm going to be focusing my attention at some point later today is at Roland Garros, the tennis. No medals up for grabs, but there's an awful lot more at stake. Does Andy Murray keep on playing as a tennis professional? Does this incredible odyssey, this journey here at these Olympic Games, does it keep on going? Or will he finally be calling the curtain on his glittering playing career? He plays with his doubles partner, Dan Evans, against the Americans Taylor Fritz and Tommy Paul. They're last on court, on Suzanne Langlong court this evening over at Roland Garros in the quarterfinal. So a place in the semis is up for grabs. They have quite literally put people through the mill. It's been match tie breaks galore. Victory being snatched from the doors of defeat. They have shown true grit, determination, any other adjective you want to use. It's been absolutely incredible watching them. I don't think anyone's got any nails left when they watch them playing here at the Olympics, but we're going to keep a real big eye on Andy Murray, whether this incredible journey here at his 5th Olympic Games keeps on going, or whether we're going to see the end of one of Great Britain's finest ever sports people.
Geraint, I have to tell you that I'm just keeping an eye on Carlos Alcaraz at the moment because he is playing Tommy Paul. So I think a lot of us will be hoping that Alcaraz will tire him out a little bit before he meets Andy Murray later. Before you go, Geraint, we do have to get your take on this escalating controversy in the boxing concerning the Algerian Imane Khelif winning her bout today. That is not the full story, though, is it?
Yeah, this is a really difficult story to tell and to understand. And there are multiple angles and views. So I'm going to explain it. I have no view. I'm just going to try and tell people the facts here of what has happened. First of all, the women's boxing today in Paris featured a bout between Algeria's Imane Khelif and Italy's Angela Carini. The bout finished after 46 seconds with a punch from Khelif, which Carini in the nose, bout's over. She subsequently said that's the hardest punch she had ever felt. She didn't acknowledge Khelif when the bout ended. She just left. Now, there are serious politics at play on a number of angles. I'm going to go through them bit by bit. First of all, the Olympics here in Paris are under special measures. They're lucky, the boxing's lucky to be at these games and Tokyo because its organisation is quite frankly in a mess. We'll get to that in a moment. So it's in special measures here in Paris, run by an independent IOC boxing committee. Up in last year at the World Championships, the IBA, International Boxing Association, they organised that. They are in complete opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to the IOC. They do not like one another. They don't really acknowledge one another. The IBA they had their eligibility rules for testosterone levels, so a sex test. Imane Khelif had raised levels of testosterone. It did not enter within their eligibility criteria, so she was not allowed to compete. They said those elevated levels of testosterone gave her a significant advantage. And IOC on the other hand, they acknowledge, their spokesperson Mark Adams said the other day, from the IOC's point of view, is that Imane Khelif, she's a woman on her passport, therefore we're not going to stigmatise her, there's going to be no witch hunt. She is free to fight in the women's boxing category here. Add to that the mix, the Italian government have been getting involved as well. The Italian Families Minister spoke about their concerns of an Italian boxer fighting the Algerian Imane Khelif, questioning their gender and the criteria here at the Olympic Games and whether it was going to be a fair fight as well. So you bring that into the mix. Also, recently now we've just had a message on social media posted by a United Nations Special Rapporteur for violence against women and girls, who is saying that is welcoming Angela Carini for walking out because not putting women and girls in danger in the boxing ring. So we have so many elements, visceral, converging, differing views on this very, very, very difficult subject to explain here. But I've hopefully tried to outline where we are and why this is so complicated and such a difficult story to understand.